Right, so this is a conversation that need to be had, and you know your boy gotta speak for y'all. And I saw your feedback, I'm getting y'all DMs, and I got y'all. Trust me on that, right? Because we do have a mass exodus currently going on in NBA 2K26. Well, if I told y'all that there are a lot of people in this community currently quietly walking away from this game, and no, it's not because all of a sudden they're just bad at NBA 2K26. In fact, this might be one of the easiest 2Ks we played in a long while. But it's because a lot of players out there just saying they're simply not having fun with the game anymore. We're talking about a lot of consistent players. We're talking about long-time creators as well, dedicated grinders, people who play a lot of rec, pro-am, even anti-upstage, even the sweats are saying the same thing. NBA 2K26 is becoming one of the most frustrating experience, the most exhausting experience they had to endure, especially when you compare this game to previous 2Ks. Between the broken gameplay mechanics, cheating concerns, poor matchmaking, and the overall lack of just feeling like you're being rewarded for your time, there are a lot of people in the 2K community just cheered up checking out. So today in this video, we're gonna break down why there's a huge exodus going on in NBA 2K26 and what 2K needs to do to fix this before, of course, NBA 2K27 roll around. So we got a lot we gotta dive into, of course. So without further ado, I need y'all to grab yourself that brew and let's get to the video.
You don't know it's Brutalsim on the scene, wicked and mean. With the next video on this YouTube thing, we got 2K news and rumors. Don't forget the tutorials and tips. Turn your my player to a bad man and rule the sticks. No matter the mode, record or park, even my career brute will get you a good start. Hit the like button, don't forget the notifications. Comment down below and welcome to the Brute Squad Nation.
So you don't know. Your boy Brutalsim on the scene, wicked and mean, with a next video for y'all, man. So by now you know we gotta start the video off the right way. So if you're in the comment section type first, second, or third, know the gang of Brute Squad, I gotta put y'all up there just to show y'all some love, man. Much love, much respect. So at the end of the day, we could all agree with this one. If y'all disagree with your boy, put it in the comment section. Your boy is always open to being wrong and always open for a discussion, of course, right? At the end of the day, gaming is supposed to be fun. And right now, I think that's the biggest issue with NBA 2K26 because a lot of people from the feedback I've been getting pretty much say NBA 2K26 is becoming more frustrating than enjoyable, especially when you're consistently dealing with inconsistent gameplay, weak defense, questionable contest system, questionable blocking fouls on a regular basis. That's something we gotta talk about. 2K, y'all do something with these blocking fouls this year. I have no idea who was messing with these sliders, but that's a different conversation for a different time. Of course, the long waiting queues. If you're a red plate and trying to get a game in like a casual game mode like theater, I'm trying to go out there and roll some randoms, which is already going to be unpleasant. Don't get me there waiting 30 plus minutes to get in the game and then it's an unpleasant experience, man. That's frustrating as hell as well. The experience right now in NBA 2K26 is starting to feel a little like work instead of me getting away from work. And if you're one of those players who's put a lot of time into this game, you kind of need a reason to keep logging in. And right now, many players feel like that reason is slowly disappearing. One of the biggest complaints all year, of course, is the defensive system. Where the player moves, the lock key, and the switch icons, of course, the contest system. I'm not gonna dive too deep into this because I already spoke about this so many times. It's incredibly frustrating when players are noticing that bad offense is being rewarded more than good defense. I'm gonna leave it right there. Y'all could dive a little bit more deeper into that if y'all want, but I already spoke about this so many times, man. They already know what I think about the defense. It's pure garbage in this game. Now, the reason why this is frustrating because at the end of the day, right? Let me put it like this. You are trying to compete in the game, whether it's casual or competitive. You would prefer the best player to come out on top, right? Even if you're not the best player, if you get the best game or happen to do the right things in that game, it would put you on top of the person you're playing against, right? So in that sense, you're the best player in that moment, getting rewarded for what you do in that game. But in this game, my G is like a toss-up. You don't necessarily know when you're doing some good or bad because some of the bad stuff get rewarded way too often, and this is where things get a little bit heated in this conversation, of course, because there are many players that literally believe that NBA 2K26 drastically reduced the skill gap to compensate, to make up for the downfalls of casuals because they're trying trying to keep more casuals on the game, less sensible players on the game, and they punish sensible decisions, right? For example, you see a crazy amount of contested shots going in and contested layups, but you're punishing people for taking a wide open dunk and reducing their meter. It kind of doesn't make sense so far. Sometimes you're contesting a jump shot and it says it's open, but you literally run to somebody with your hands down and they might give you a 40% contest. It kind of don't make no sense, some of the results that we're seeing. Or let's talk about defense. One of my biggest pet peeves with the game right now is the blocking foul. They punish me for being in the right position when I'm playing defense on somebody who left righting. It's already challenging for me to keep up with that. And every time I go in the right position and with no reach, hands up, just playing normal defense, blocking foul, I'm like, come on, my G, come on, my G, come on, 2K. But those are just some of the issues that we deal with on a regular basis as 2K players. Situations where they punish you for doing the right thing and reward people for making bad decisions. It happens way too often when we play this game. And another major frustration is the fairness. Every time cheating devices, exploits, or suspicious gameplay dominates the conversation, legitimate players feel extremely discouraged, man. I saw this happen this year because you all know these mods took over the community for some months, and until recently 2K didn't have a handle on them and still don't have a handle on them, of course, but they only patch a huge percentage of these cheaters and finessers. But trust me, from the word I've been getting, yeah, it's not done and they coming back with vengeance, y'all. So they gotta prepare to continuously fight against these cheaters throughout NBA 2K27, y'all, because if players believe others have unfair advantages, enforcement is inconsistent as 2K have shown to be, the competitive integrity is pretty much compromised, then the grind feels pointless across the board. Even when 2K issues ban waves, some players still feel like there are too many unanswered questions, and when that trust becomes questionable, a lot of players start asking, yo, why am I investing this much time in this game? And let's not even mention if you're somebody who put a lot of time in this game and trying to find quality games, it could be very challenging. Many players deal with long waiting times, especially if you're one of those high players like Hall of Fame and above. Unbalanced teams, you know how many times I load into a game, I hear people talk about skill-based matchmaking. I do not believe in skill-based matchmaking because the people that they're putting on my team is not on my skill level. I'm sorry, the IQ level is not there. Skill and IQ gotta go hand in hand, and I have a big enough sample size to tell you if they have skill-based matchmaking, it's not working. It's working against me, if anything, y'all. I'm getting matched up against the monsters and you put me with some peons. That's crazy to me, y'all. The random wreck or the random teammates that they pair me up with, nah. I refuse to believe this game got skill-based matchmaking. I'm standing on that here. I don't care what none of y'all say. I refuse to push that skill-based matchmaking narrative, because I play enough random wreck and I could tell y'all these people that I match up with is not on my skill level. I'm sorry, I just gotta say what it is. I'm not saying this from a cocky standpoint. I'm saying this from what I've been experienced, y'all, and this is what I'm saying. And this leads to a frustrating experience. As a team-oriented player playing with a lot of these ball hogs, it's just annoying as hell, y'all. And this is something they gotta figure out. If you put in skill-based matchmaking, put it across the board. Don't put skill-based matchmaking to match me up against the monsters because I'm decent in the game and my teammate is pure trash. It's defeating what skill-based matchmaking is supposed to be. Now, I don't necessarily want skill-based matchmaking, but what I'm experiencing right now, I need some upgrade to that, y'all, and I'm staying on that. Again, let me know what y'all think. Now, sorry for that little rant, y'all. Trust me, the frustration has been building up running with these randoms. Y'all know, if y'all been in my streams, I do run with randoms quite a bit, and y'all see my experiences firsthand. Even when I'm teaming up with one teammate, somehow the people that we're playing with on our team that are randoms, it seems like we're going up against 7 people, y'all. We gotta go up against the other team and my teammate to try to get a win. It happens way too often, 2K. I don't know what y'all y'all gotta do about this, but y'all gotta fix this, y'all. And let's talk about some of the times that we actually put in there. I'm talking about time, energy, and VC. And the rewards don't really feel that meaningful. I gotta be honest with y'all. When I even look at these events right now, I pay very little attention to these events because I'm not gonna go out there and play all day to get 10,000 VC, and I gotta spend more than 10,000 just to play with boosts, unless I got my teammates locked in with me or whatever and put them on my crew. That's the only way I might be able to get around that. But come on, my G, all that time for 10,000 VC is ridiculous. And 2K is getting so stingy right now with these rewards. You're not enticing me to take myself and apply some time into getting these rewards. I'm sorry, these events just doesn't look rewarding to me anymore. Now again, this could just be a boy Brute. Let me know your thoughts. When was the last time y'all seen a good event where y'all like, yo, I gotta play that event, y'all? They gotta do something, y'all. I don't know what it is, but to be honest with y'all, they've been losing me with these events over the past few years, and this might be the worst and the least I've actually participated in any of these events, partially because there were a lot of cheating throughout the cycle, also because the rewards versus the time I had to put in didn't really make sense to me, so I don't really pay it any mind, yo. So what needs to change, in my opinion? Defense needs to be rewarded. Top priority. We need some more balance. We need some more strength within the skill gap, man. You just need to stop reward bad decisions, y'all. It doesn't help them out. Trust me, it doesn't make them better. That's just my opinion. We need some improvements in the matchmaking as well. Definitely top priority. As somebody who runs with randoms on a regular basis, I need some of these skill-based matchmaking feature that people say that y'all have to make some sense to me, because currently we do not have skill-based matchmaking at all. That's just my opinion. We need continued anti-cheat improvements because these people are not letting up. Trust me, I already seen certain leaks where people are already upgrading that app that y'all got banned. Yeah, they're already working on version 3.10 or whatever it is, right? And we need, lastly, in my opinion, to make the grind worthwhile again. I know y'all getting caught up in these VC sales and making so much money off of microtransactions. At the same time, if y'all lean too much in your greed, y'all make people feel like you could just buy away, and putting any time in the game don't make any sense anymore like it used to. Me personally, I was a grindhead in 2K. Now I'm not, for real. There is no real incentives to putting in time into this game across the board. So why would I do that? Now that's just my opinion, of course. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So next time, I'll bless and be safe out there. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Notification bell is free and key. Peace.